Hi, Christina. I'm going to attempt to do this as a video for you instead of a written out email. It might be easier. So this will be the morning practice. Let yourself, this is called constructive rest, lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet, just comfortably apart so that your lower back doesn't overarch. Sorry, I'm not real great with the camera. Or tuck up so much. You just want to be comfortable, and this will be a great place because of your back, your arching in your back, to place a blanket underneath. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit so I can come down. There, I'm a little more comfortable. And then as you hang out here, right, take about 10 breaths. Just noticing, not trying to change it, just feeling the movement of your breath in your body. And then begin to focus on the exhales. And it might take you a little while to feel the exhales. And practicing not holding and not tensing a lot, but allowing the entire abdominal wall to just squeeze in toward the spine gently on the exhale. That will just help give permission to the remaining breath to leave. Right? It's like a little squeeze of your entire abdominal wall, front, sides, and back, like that corseting action. And maybe a little more breath can be squeezed out on the exhale. But again, this is just a very gentle practice. You don't want to over squeeze. In fact, the whole practice, I want you to focus on whether you can be effortful in the sense that you're only doing 60% of your total effort instead of going all out. So a couple more breaths here. Your hands can be on your belly, or one on your chest and one on your belly. And you can continue this as long as you want. If today is one of the days that you need a little more time to settle in, or whenever you're ready, you draw your knees toward your chest. And just a couple little exercises here. As your hands come to the tops of your knees, we'll inhale and straighten the arms, let the knees press away, but my shoulders, I can change this so you can see my shoulders. My shoulders aren't lifting, my shoulders are still down. And then exhale, I'll bend my elbows and pull my knees in. And your knees can be close together or they can be wide if you want just a little more space. So we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're still doing that three-dimensional, soft, gentle squeeze in. Inhale. And exhale. And then as the knees come away, bring the feet down. Let's see if I can change this again. And then hug your right knee in. And then hands come behind the leg. Press the foot up to sky. Wiggle the toes a little bit one direction, pointing, and flexing, rolling the ankle. Right? It can be around a couple different ways, or you can do however many you want in one direction and then change. pause right here. So as we pause with the leg extended, you're welcome to use a strap. Here it is. You're welcome to use a strap and bring the strap around the sole of the foot. Right? And then you can hold the ends of the strap gently in each hand. And again, my shoulders are down. So I don't want to be pulling up, holding. I want my shoulders to be relaxed. You can always do this without the strap and just your hands behind your leg. And we'll do about 5 of these where we're going to inhale and press gently up through the leg. Right? A little stretch from the heel moving up, but we want the feeling of the sit bone moving down. So we don't want to stretch so far that the leg begins to lift. We want a nice descent of that hip. And then exhale, we stay here, but maybe bend the knee a little bit so we're not so intense through the stretch. So we inhale and we feel the leg lengthen. And exhale, it's more like a pause. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pause. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen, and draw the leg a little bit closer. And then exhale, pause. My pause is bending the knee, but your pause can be however. And then inhale, straighten, and maybe draw the leg a little closer. Make sure your jaw isn't tensing. And then exhale, pause. Inhale, straighten, pull the leg a little bit closer. Exhale, pause. And then this last one, inhale, lengthen, and pull the leg a little bit closer. And exhale, stay here. And again, you're not exerting a lot of effort through the shoulders. You're not pulling on the strap very hard with the hands. You're letting the hands keep the strap where it is so that your foot can begin. You can feel your leg extend and your foot press up into the strap. And then, we'll bend that knee. And take the strap off, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Figure 4 stretch here. And then hug your left knee in. Yeah. Hands thread in between the legs. Your left foot is just kind of relaxed. Your right foot somewhat flexed. And then do the same thing that we did before. Inhale, let the legs reach away. So your back might arch a little bit, but that's not the goal. It's not to overarch the back. It's to give the belly some stretch. And then exhale, pull it in. Inhale, move it away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, we move it away, but we're not overly lifting the shoulders away from the mat. The arms begin to straighten, right? But we don't want to pull up. We just want the arms to straighten a little bit, and then exhale, pull in. Stay here with your next 2 inhales. Exhale, that gentle squeeze. Inhale, it's relaxing the belly and just noticing what happens. And exhale, that gentle squeeze. And then that foot comes down. Left foot comes down, right foot comes down. Full stretch. Reach your legs long on the mat. And then reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, arms come down, feet come to the mat. And draw your left knee in, right hands behind the thigh, and then just a couple of inhales and point and flex the toes here to get some rotation through the ankle. However many that feel nice for you. And not necessarily coordinating the movement with the breath. I mean, you can inhale and point the toes and exhale, flex. But just maybe noticing your breath more than the movement. And rolling the ankle a couple times each direction. Yep. And as you're doing this, notice if the jaw has become tense or the muscles along the neck have hardened. Refocus on your exhale, and then let your foot come back to neutral, and you can grab your strap or not, right? It doesn't even have to be a strap. It can be a tie or a bathrobe. And I'm just gonna loop it this time. You don't have to loop it. You can hold it in each hand. And then here we go. If we come down this side, it'll be the idea of inhale, lengthening the leg. Right, so my leg gets a little straighter, and then exhale, a little softening. Backing out. Inhale, lengthen, and see if you can begin to feel the stretch from the center of your hamstring, not so much behind your knee and not in your hip. And then exhale, relax. Inhale, little length from your sit bone up through your heel. Right, those points are moving in opposite directions. Right? Exhale, relax. And then inhale, lengthen, and pull the leg a little bit closer. And then exhale, back out. So now we're acknowledging inhale, lengthen, the leg comes toward us, and we're just acknowledging the deepening of the hip crease. Exhale, lengthen of your extended leg. You can't see my finger there, so I'll go over here. Inhale, lengthen, pull it a little closer, right? Feel that hip crease deepen. Exhale, relax. And then inhale, lengthen, pull it in. Exhale, stay there. See if you can reach up to the heel just a little bit more. So sometimes we get here, right? And the foot's not, the back of the leg isn't fully active, so the heel reaches up a little bit. See if the exhale with that squeeze of the belly, there can even be a little bit of a descent, a slight hollowing out, like a little ice cream scoop, right? Moving up and in. Yeah. And then as you relax and bend that left knee, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then hands come behind, we'll thread in, right? Do a little rocking, a little bit side to side. And then as we come center, thinking about creating evenness on the weight over the back of the pelvis, right? When we pull in, the right side might get a little heavier. So see if you can just create a little evenness there. And then inhale, let the leg move away, and then exhale, bend the elbows a little bit and draw it in, right? It's just a very little seesawing action here. Or teeter-totter, right? As we inhale, it reaches away. There might be a little bit of an extension in your back. We don't want too much. And then exhale, pull it in. And inhale, reach it away. And exhale, pull it in. And then uncross that ankle. Both feet go up to sky. Both arms go overhead. So this L shape. Yeah. And then feet come down. Here's where you can choose. You can hold, or as you bend